We used to be a team no one respected. We used to be a team no one feared. That was then. This is now.
First victory of the year on the line. Goff's got it. Back, looks, throws, end zone. Yes, caught!
You know who we are.
10, 5, end zone, touchdown, Detroit Lions!
And you know where to find us. We won't be far. We'll be on your front porch waiting for you. We are the New Era Lions. And
we are driven by Detroit.
Howdy, everybody, and welcome to this late night primetime edition of Motor City Mania. We are doing a live stream play-by-play watch party of the Detroit Lions at Ford Field, matching up against the Denver Broncos. Lions are 9-4, Broncos are 7-6. This is a big, big game for the Lions, as the Lions could potentially clinch a playoff spot with a victory here against the freaking Broncos, as the Vikings lost earlier today in an epic overtime fashion against the Cincinnati Bengals. I did watch that game. That game was pretty good. But I'm telling you this right now, this has got a lot of stuff riding on it. It's all in. This is a playoff game, folks. We're going to see if our Lions can play tonight. But as we go right now, I'm just going to go around to the people that are watching right now. Give your guys scores prediction. Give me what you guys think. We'll wait until the game starts here in about the next 10, 13 minutes. So what do you guys got? While we're waiting for some comments to come in, I'm just going to say this. In my honest opinion, I think the Lions can win this one because, again, the one thing we know about the Broncos, they are horrible in the run game. What do we know about the Lions? They love to run the ball. If that run game can get going, this should be a game that the Lions can take control of. Another thing we know, the Broncos are not really good in pass defense. They are a good opportunistic defense in getting turnovers. But if we can play mistake-free football, we can keep the ball in our side of the court as much as possible, ground and pound, let that play-action game go, get back to our fundamentals. The only thing we have to worry about is Russell Wilson in this Broncos offense. So we're going to have to see how the defense plays today. Got some comments. We'll go at them right now. Braylon Dennis says he's at the stadium right now. I'm pretty sure that stadium is jumping. Independent Aquaman says, am reading a book but listening to the stream to start. Nicholas Johnson says, I'm with you, homie. Michael Marville says, let's go Lions. He says he believes the Lions will win 34-24. Don Westover says the NFL is a mess. Most of my family cannot watch the game because they don't have NFL Network. I'm lucky my cable company has it in the package we use. That's definitely good. Roger Horvath says we need this one bad. Absolutely, we need this one. We need to win this one. Dale says let's go Lions. Andrew Merklinger says go Lions. Nick Burton says he's very, very nervous. James Vincent says good evening. Let's get this W and clinch the playoff spot. Roger Horvath predicts a 28-23 Lions victory. We finally give up less than 28. William Masselink says Dan Campbell versus old mentor. James Vincent says, Braylon, make sure you go after AG. I don't think the security would let him get very far, to be honest. Oh, boy. Oh, I will say this right now. This is a big game, folks. Big game. There's a lot riding on this game. Lions need to come out and they need to play hard. They need to play efficient, effective, explosive. They need to come out and they need to play their style of game. They got to make sure they take it to the freaking Broncos. They can't wait back. They can't play hesitant. They can't play conservative. They have to play like they've played in the past. They have to come out firing. Nick Burton says, do you think our offense will go over 70 points like the Dolphins did? No, I don't think our offense will go over 70. Again, I honestly think the Lions will most likely, if they play at their top level, will probably score anywhere between 30 to 40 points. But honestly, I think what's more likely is the Lions score somewhere in that high 20 to low 30 range. William Massling says that he thinks Ben Johnson goes to the Chargers. It's possible. It's entirely possible that could happen, but I'm going to say this right now. I don't think that happens as likely because of one simple point. The Chargers just got rid of a guy who was a first-year head coach in Brandon Staley. Brandon Staley was hired from, if I recall correctly, the Rams as their defensive coordinator when they hired him. He was a first-year head coach. He had no prior head coaching experience before the Chargers hired him. With a team like the Chargers that has talent on both offense and defensive side of the ball, I think the Chargers might be inclined to go with a more veteran head coach that can bring out the best in that team. I don't think Ben Johnson's going to fit that role, but I do believe Ben Johnson is definitely going to get some calls. He's definitely going to get some interviews. That's just my personal opinion. But I will say this. James Vincent says it's possible that we do lose Ben Johnson to the Chargers. He would do great. It is a tough division. I mean, I'm going to say this right now. Let's just play hypothetical here. If Ben Johnson does go to the Chargers, the whole thought process that Ben Johnson would go to some team to then trade for Jared Goff goes completely out the window. Because the Chargers are not going to trade for Jared Goff while they have Justin Herbert. That just doesn't make any sense. So I don't see that one happening. However, though, I will say this. The real question one has to ask themselves is who takes over as offensive coordinator when Ben Johnson leaves, if that does happen. Do you promote within? Do you go with Straussand or whatever his name is? That's the tight ends coach. That is that's the passing game coordinator outside of Ben Johnson. Do you promote Mark Brunell? Do you promote Scotty Montgomery, who's the assistant head coach to offensive coordinator? There's definitely some options you could go through with inside that organization for offensive coordinator. Facebook user says, let's hope the Chargers ask Aaron Glenn to be their coach. One could hope, but chances are highly unlikely. Highly unlikely. Jay Goodwin says, probably the most nervous I've been all year. Dale says, I believe we turned things around tonight. I believe there's a good chance for it. Nick Burton asks, is our kicker hurt? Saw they signed a kicker to the active roster. No, I don't think that there's anything wrong with Riley Patterson. I think that most likely what's going on with Riley Patterson is that the Lions just decided to say, listen, Riley Patterson is missing extra points. Those are points that matter. Even though it's only 1 point, it still matters. It's like, listen, we brought back Michael Badgley and put him on the practice squad. I think what Dan Campbell is now deciding to do is say, okay, we need to see if this guy can do better at kicking than what Riley Patterson has. Because you also have to think this. There's been a lot of times where we have been close enough to where we could have taken a field goal, but we decided to go for it on fourth down because what's the main gripe about Riley Patterson? He doesn't have the leg strength to kick it out there as far. One thing we know about Michael Badgley, he can kick a football almost damn near 60 yards. His career long, I believe, is 58 yards. That gives you a much, much larger room of area to work with than what Riley Patterson's is, which is barely beyond the 50-yard mark. So for me, it's like I think what Campbell is doing is saying, listen, we need to put out the best possible people that we have to win this game. Because a game against the Broncos, I'm going to tell you this, I expect this to be a good game. I expect this to be a competitive game. I'm not expecting that the Lions are just going to steamroll the Broncos. But I do expect that this is going to be a game where it's like, listen, we got to play efficient, we got to play effective, we got to play our style of football, and we've got to be able to take points when we can get them. So we're now going to see what happens here because the game is literally about to start in the next 5 minutes. Right now, they're doing their picks on NFL Network. Nick Burton asks, can Brad Holmes fire the defensive coordinator? He can't outright fire him. Let's put it that way. The only person that Brad Holmes has the ability to just outright fire, if he wanted to, would be the head coach. Because think about it. GM Bob Quinn fired freaking, what's his face? Jim Caldwell. So the defensive coordinator and the offensive coordinator, they fall directly underneath the head coach's purview. So technically, he couldn't just outright go there, but he could suggest it. He could heavily enforce it with the head coach. Say, like, listen, either these guys go or you go. He could pull that route. Because if that's the case, then you have to think about it this way. If the head coach gets fired, then at that point, he could promote someone from within that could, in essence, play to his whims. Not likely to happen, in my opinion, but again, it could in theory happen. Not likely, but could in theory happen. But we'll see what happens. Again, as much as I don't like Aaron Glenn, I don't see him getting fired. And I don't see Brad Holmes forcing Dan Campbell's hand, and I don't see Sheila doing it either. But realistically, those are only one of two scenarios that gets Aaron Glenn out of Detroit, which is the other one being he gets a head coaching job somewhere else. William Massling says that Herbert needs a first-year head coach, offensive head coach like McVay or Shanahan. Ben Johnson fits that bill. Sorry if misspelled their names. No, it's fine. McVay and Johnson you got right. I think you misspelled Shanahan, but that's fine. I understand what you're saying, William. I get it. I do get what you're saying. Getting a young offensive-minded head coach to work with Justin Herbert, that sounds like a match made in heaven. But again, I still think that the Chargers, after what has happened with Brandon Staley, if I recall correctly, with Brandon Staley, they only got to the playoffs one time in his entire tenure, and that was last year. They have got a team that has, I believe it's Joey Bosa. I could be wrong. They've also got Justin Herbert. They've got freaking Keenan Allen. They've got a lot of talented players on both sides of the ball. If they want to exploit that talent to the best they can, they need a veteran head coach that can bring that whole team together, not just be a specialist on one side or the other. And as far as I'm concerned, while Ben Johnson has been a savant for the most part as an offensive-minded, offensive coordinator here in Detroit, I don't think that's going to be enough for him to potentially get a head coaching job. Because you have to think about it. Prior to being an offensive coordinator, what has he been? He's been primarily a position coach, whether it was a tight end coach, something else. Most of the time, first-year head coaches that have only had 1 or 2 years as an offensive coordinator, they typically don't do very well. So for me, I just don't see that happening. James Vincent says, face turquoise covering eyes. I don't know what exactly that means, James. Jody Solomon says, I see NFL Network already disrespected the Lions. They show the Broncos come out of the tunnel, but not the Lions. I didn't see that part. I did see that the Broncos came out, but I think they just didn't get a chance to do it because they were going through the freaking the commentators' picks for the night. By the way, I didn't get a chance to watch this because I really didn't care to, but who won the game against the Colts and the Steelers? Last time I checked, the Steelers were up. I think they were up like 13-7 or something like that. I know the Bengals beat the Vikings, which that was great. Man Bear Pig says, Ben needs to spraying the ball around. I agree. Roger Horvath says it was the Colts that won. That's that's not a shocker, but it is interesting because when I left the game around halftime, the freaking Steelers were up 13-7. So the fact that the Colts came back and pretty much dumped almost 20 some odd points on them in that second half, I'm going to just say this right now. The Steelers are in trouble. They've lost the last 3 games in a row, and that's not typical Steeler fashion. That's not typical Steeler ball, and that's definitely not Mike Tomlin ball, which is why I know there's a lot of Steeler fans that are really starting to get aggravated with Mike Tomlin. But I'm going to tell you this right now. I would not just fire Mike Tomlin outright hand because, oh, well, the Steelers are having troubles right now. Mike Tomlin has a Super Bowl win. Mike Tomlin has been to the Super Bowl twice. It's like, listen, he knows what it's like to get those kinds of success stories. So for me, it's like, listen, I think that what they have to do, they have to improve the offensive line. They have got to get back to playing Steelers-style football, which is being tough on defense, and you got to run the ball. Which, again, that comes from playing really tough up front. And I don't think the Steelers have been that way in a long time. William Massling says, hand over eyes probably indicates trepidation. Again, I have no idea what that means, but either way. Wow, the Lions won the toss, and they elected to receive the ball to start the game. They're not gonna wait for the second half to get a second half start. They're gonna start with the ball outright to start the game. And the game is started. Broncos have kicked the ball away, and Craig Reynolds is going to bring the ball out of the end zone, and he's going to get it to the 25, 26-yard line, which is about where he would have been had he just left it in the end zone. But we'll see what happens here. Lions offense comes out led by Jared Goff. Looks like the Lions offensive line is going to be fully healthy tonight with all 5 starters. Michael Marvel says, are you going to show the game? I can't show the game. To show the game would break copyright infringement, and I would get my stream shut down. So I can't show the game. You also can't air the video. You also can't air the audio because that'll also get it shut down too. Goff snaps. Goff looks to throw. Goff's got plenty of time. Goff is looking, rolls, and just throws the ball away because nobody was open. Goff had plenty of time, but nobody was open. Lions Mania says, I'm so ahead of you. Great. That's great. I mean, I don't know where exactly you are, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm on 2nd and 10. Goff snaps the ball. Goff looks to throw. Goff throws it, gets it out to St. Brown. St. Brown is going to pick up a lot of yardage, gets all the way down to near midfield. Nice pickup there from Goff to St. Brown. Yeah, I'm about a play behind everybody because I'm looking at ESPN right now, and they're already on 2nd and 10. 1st and 10 for the Lions. Goff goes from the gun, goes under center, snaps the ball, play action. Goff throws deep downfield to Jamison, and incomplete as Justin Simmons was in coverage and swatted the ball away. Goff in the gun. Goff snaps the ball. Goff looks to throw, dumps it down to Montgomery. Montgomery is going to pick up about 4 yards, makes it a 3rd and 6. Third and 6 for the Lions coming up right now. They're at midfield. Goff is calling an audible of some type. He's going from the first called play to the second. Goff snaps the ball. Goff throws it, and looks like David Montgomery tripped over his 2 feet because he didn't even get a chance to really catch that ball, but it is incomplete, and the Lions are going to punt the ball away. Yep. Roger, Goff looks fine. He's missed 2 throws out of 5. That means he's 3 of 5. I think he looks comfortable. Doug, the ball was not behind him. He was in front of it. It was just a good coverage by freaking Justin Simmons. Justin Simmons is one of the best safeties in the NFL. What do you want Goff to do? Throw the ball so deep that nobody can catch it? Jamal was not wide open on that throw. He was literally covered by Justin Simmons. I swear, you guys expected we were going to come out and just literally score all the way around. I know when you have speed, you have to lead it, but Goff led the pass just fine. It was just better coverage. Victory, I got this necklace from a small time like mom and pop shop, something. My daughter went to a flea market and they were making these, and she decided to get me one, and that's where I got it from. It cost her about 20 something bucks. Nothing serious, but that is what it was. Right now we are in a timeout for the moment, waiting for the game to come back and stream. But so far, it's 0-0. Lions just punted the ball away. And the Broncos are going to start with their first drive here momentarily. Doug, I don't know what to tell you, dude. No quarterback is going to be 100% throwing the ball deep. I literally just talked about this 2 or 3 days ago. Goff is ranked 7th in the NFL with passes of 20 yards or more in terms of air yardage when it comes to completion percentage. Goff's not going to hit every single one. So why does it matter if he missed one to freaking Jameson Williams? This is the problem with a lot of Lions fans. They nitpick over one damn play rather than just watching the rest of the game play. Anyway, looks like the Gamecast is back. They're showing about how the Broncos are a very opportunistic defense. Lions defense is now out. Russell Wilson and the Broncos are out. Russell was in the gun. He's going to he's going to do a RPO, and Jerry Jeudy was wide open over the middle and all the way down to the 30-yard line, but there is a flag on the play. There's going to be a flag on the Denver Broncos. It's going to take that big play off the board. Wow, they're not going to take it away. They're going to say it was not an ineligible man downfield. 40-yard pickup right away for the Broncos offense against the defense. Wow, 40 yards right off the bat from the Broncos. Way to go, Aaron Glenn. You screw us once again. Russell Wilson under center. 2 men in motion, end around, and it's going to be another first down for the Broncos as it's a pickup of 11. I can't do this. And it's going to be an incomplete pass for the Broncos. Second and 10 for the Broncos right now on my stream. Russell Wilson snaps the ball, is going to get blitzed, and he's going to get sacked, and it's a fumble. The Lions have picked it up, and they're running it back. Broderick Martin picked up the fumble and got all the way down to the 36-yard line. Big play by the freaking Lions defense, as Russell Wilson was strip sacked by Ife Melifonwu, and then it was recovered by freaking, is that Martin or is that Bugs? I think that's Bugs. Yeah, Bugs recovered it and got it all the way back to the Lions' 37-yard line. Big old Pooh Bear got the fumble recovery, and Ife Melifonwu got the strip sack. Great job, Isaiah Bugs. That might be the play that gets the Lions going. Well, Bugs played last week, Dale. He just didn't do much of anything. Goff in the gun, triple wide receivers to the left. Goff snaps the ball. Goff gets it out quick to J-Mo, and J-Mo's going to go nowhere. Picked up maybe 1 yard. Goff is in the gun, brings a man in motion, hands it off to Montgomery. Montgomery's going to pick up about freaking 4 yards. Going to be 3rd and 5 coming up. Goff is going to be in the gun. Goff is by himself. Goff snaps the ball. Goff gets pressured and sacked. Pressured right up the middle. No protection. Goff goes down. It's going to be 4th and 12 now. Lions are going to have to punt the ball away. Again, pressure's not coming off the edges. It's coming inside. Four and out, actually 3 and out. Lions are going to punt the ball away. It's going to go into the end zone. Touchback. Broncos are going to come out at the 25-yard line. Broncos will come out on the 25-yard line. Jackson got beat bad inside. But doesn't matter. Point is, it was a 3 and out, another punt. All right. While they're playing commercials right now, Denver will get the ball to start at the 20-yard line, starting their second drive of the series. Anyway. Yeah, that's why I corrected what I said, Jody. It is a 20-yard touchback punt, not 25 yards like it would be for a kickoff. That's kind of odd, though, that for a kickoff touchback, it's 25-yard line, but for a punt touchback, it's a 20. Nick Burton says that the Lions need to run the ball more. Roger says Denver defense has been playing good lately. hey, folks, the Lions obviously think that they can win throwing the ball. So I don't know why they're throwing it. I know that Denver's rush defense has not been very good. But again, I guess they think that they see something that they like throwing the ball. Again, they're professionals, not us. To be entirely true, Thomas, both of their defensive categories on pass defense and rush defense are not very good. You take a look at where they rank this year, neither of their defenses in terms of stopping the pass or the run have been very good. It's just been lately. But it's whatever. Like I said, Denver Broncos defense has been playing good. Wow, right now we're already 2nd and 10 for Denver at the 20-yard line. No gain for the running back up the middle. I do apologize. My stream is 1 yard behind, but it is what it is. It's going to be either 2nd and 10 or 2nd and 9 for the Broncos offense. Broncos are in their huddle, about to start their next play. Russell Wilson is going to be in the gun. I will just say this right now that I'm checking on ESPN, and the Broncos are going to punt the ball on this drive because they're at 4th and 9 right now. So the defense of the Lions held up again. The ball was almost intercepted on 3rd and 9 by Kirby Joseph, but he couldn't come up with it as a diving effort. Ryan Featherly says, told myself I would not get upset tonight. Guess I don't listen too well. I wouldn't get too upset. The Lions defense is actually playing really well to start. So looks like things are going pretty good for us, at least on defense. Wilson in the gun is going to step up, dance around, being contained, can't get away, and is just going to throw it away and incomplete to Jerry Jeudy. Like I said, Denver is going to punt this ball away. Lions are going to get the ball at their 27-yard at their own 27-yard line to start their 3rd drive of the game. All right. Punt is away. Khalif Raymond's not going to get away. Currently in commercial break. I will say this right now. I'm probably going to have to refresh my browser a couple of times while doing this because it seems like if I don't after a while, my freaking stream falls behind. Jody, I'm not too worried about that right now. Thomas, I hope you're wrong. I hope we both do well on both offense and defense. I hope it's not just one side or the other doing good. I hope that both sides do good. This commercial with freaking Peyton Manning throwing Bud Lights, that's pretty interesting. James, I will admit that it does seem like more and more fans are wanting Aaron Glenn to leave. But again, I sincerely doubt that happens. I really do. Again, I don't think that Dan Campbell is going to just let him leave on a whim. I sincerely doubt that actually happens. I honestly believe that what will happen is unless Aaron Glenn gets a job where he just simply cannot, say no to it, that he's going to be here next year. And I hate to say it, but it sounds like the truth. Still waiting for the game to come back. We're still in commercial break here on NFL Plus. Wish they would get it over with, but can't do anything. I don't control the stream, though sometimes I really wish I could. Lions are going to get the ball to start here again at their own 27-yard line. Goff under center, hands it off to Gibbs. Gibbs is going to get a good pickup of about 8 yards. Second and 2 for the Detroit Lions. Second and 2 for the Lions. Goff under center. J-Mo in motion. Goff hands the ball off to Gibbs again. Gibbs finds a good lane. Gibbs is going to pick up another 10 yards, but there's going to be a penalty on the Lions. It's going to be offensive holding against Graham Glasgow. Great going, Graham. We pick up a first down running the ball, and you have to hold him. Travel in all directions. Yeah, I can't help it, fellas. I'm trying my best to stay up with it. Goff is in the gun right now. It's going to be 2nd and 12. Goff snaps. Goff looks to throw. Goff is going to dance, stands in the pocket, stands tall, gets it out to Jamison Williams, and Williams is going to pick up a first down, 12 yards. Good job by J-Mo. Good job by Goff standing in the pocket. Goff under center, 1st and 10. Goff brings a man in motion. Goff snaps the ball. Goff does play action. Goff looks to throw. Goff gets it out. Goff gets it to Khalif Raymond. And Raymond out of bounds. First down for the Lions. Another 12-yard completion for the Lions. First and 10 for the Detroit Lions. Goff under center. Goff snaps the ball. Goff hands it off to Gibbs. Gibbs dances a little bit. He's going to pick up about a yard or two. It's going to be 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9, 2nd and 8. Goff in the gun, 2nd and 8. Goff snaps the ball. Goff looks. Goff gets it out to Gibbs, and Gibbs is going to lose 2 yards. Now going to be 3rd and 10 for the Lions. Goff in the gun. Goff almost drew them offside, but they didn't throw the flag. Goff snaps the ball. Goff looks to throw. Goff's going to throw it deep, going for J-Mo, and overthrew J-Mo that time, actually. Answer to your question, Facebook user. Offensive line's looking good, but they're not really running the ball. They're throwing it. Goff got it to J-Mo, but J-Mo mistracked the ball, and Goff actually slightly overthrew him. Another punt for the Lions coming up. Punt is away, and there's going to be a fair catch at the 16, 17-yard line. Can't say Goff didn't lead him on that one. J-Mo just didn't track the ball very well. All right. And another commercial break here. Oh, some of you Lions fans, I swear, you just want to see stuff instantaneously. You have no patience. And I know there's going to be somebody in there. Oh, David, we've been waiting for this for 30, 40-something years. It's like, I don't care. It does not happen overnight. It's not something that's going to happen immediately. I get it. You guys want to see points. I get it. You guys want to see wins. I get it. You guys want to go to the playoffs. I get it. You want to see a division crown. But what's the saying? Rome was not built in a day. Rome was not built in 30 years. Rome took decades to build, like 50, 60, 70, 80 years. Anyway, we are currently going to commercial break right now. Broncos are going to have the ball at the 16, 17-yard line, somewhere around there. Oh, for the love of God, you guys are ridiculous. Beeve 909, he's Goffle again? No, he's not. Goff has actually looked pretty good against this defense so far. To answer your question, Cody Utes, I would imagine that's because what Ben Johnson and Dan Campbell saw as far as part of their game planning strategy. They must have saw something that they like to exploit by passing the ball more than running the ball. All right, we're back to the game, finally. It's going to be, as soon as we get back to the game, Wilson in the gun. Running back moves from right to left, or from left to right, pardon me. Wilson snaps and hands it off to the running back. Running back is going to get tackled by Hutchinson and going to be brought down for a gain of 2 yards. Wilson under center. Jerry Jeudy in motion. Man comes off the line. And now Wilson is calling something close to the line because nobody can hear him. Play clock running down. Wilson snaps the ball. There was a miscommunication, but they pick up 4 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 4 for the Broncos coming up. Lions are getting help definitely from the crowd right now for as loud as it is in there. Third and 4, 3rd and 5 coming up for the Broncos. Cortland Sutton in motion to the left. Wilson in the gun. There's going to be a penalty on the Broncos. Going to be a false start against the Broncos. Back them up 5 more yards. Going to be 3rd and 9 for them. False start was on the right tackle for the Broncos, who got an early start jump. It's now going to be a near 3rd and 10 for the Broncos. Lions home crowd is definitely helping out the Lions defense right now. 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10 for the Broncos offense coming up. Damn it. 3rd and 9, and the Broncos are going to complete a pass to Cortland Sutton on a deep throw for 23 yards. Had him back there and just let him get the ball off. Oh, boy. Thomas Lewis, yes, we do have a kicker tonight. Michael Badgley is the kicker as Riley Patterson has been sat down. First and 10 for the Broncos. Russell Wilson is in the gun. Wilson snaps the ball, hands it off, and it's going to be tackled for a gain of about 4 or 5 yards. Going to be 2nd and 6 or 2nd and 5 or 2nd and 4. Pardon me. Wilson under center, man in motion. Wilson snaps the ball, hands it off left side, and the running back's going to go nowhere for a gain of 1, maybe nothing. Going to be a 3rd and 4, and I'm looking on ESPN, and it says that the Broncos just threw the pass, and it is incomplete. 4th and 4. Looks like the Broncos are going to punt the ball away. It's going to be a quick huddle, quick play for the Broncos. Wilson looks to throw, gets it out, and it is going to be incomplete. Could have been a fumble, but they're going to rule it incomplete. 4th and 4 for the Broncos. Going to be a punt coming out. Couldn't complete the catch through there. Couldn't make a football move, so it is an incomplete pass. Good hit by Brian Branch, though, to knock it out to make sure it was incomplete. Punt is going to go into the end zone. Lions are going to start with the ball on the 20-yard line. Lions offense coming out to start another drive. All right, we are currently in a commercial break. Lions have the ball. Still 0-0 currently at the end of the first quarter almost. Oh. Sorry, y'all. I was cracking my neck there because neck got a little stiff on me. Thomas Donner asks, why is Jack Campbell blitzing as a defensive end? I don't know, but I like the fact that they're at least bringing pressure. I like the fact that they're at least blitzing. Whether it's Jack Campbell, whether it is whoever, I do know that Dan Campbell was asked about that, and they said that they saw that there was more potential for Jack Campbell to potentially blitz off the outside. So I'm not going to complain about it. Thomas, you're asking the same question everybody else is asking about why we're not running the ball. I'm just going to say this. Obviously, Dan Campbell and Ben Johnson saw something that they like to exploit with passing the ball. I don't know if maybe they're trying to set up the Broncos defense to allow them to run the ball more later. I don't know if that's the full game plan or not, but that's what the Lions are doing. I guess that's what they want to do. Because, again, it's not like freaking Jared Goff can change the play every damn time. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say this to everybody right now. I hate commercials. I really hate commercials. I detest them. Back to the game. Goff is in the gun. Man in motion. Goff snaps it, hands it off to Montgomery. Montgomery's going to find a hole and is going to pick up about 6-7 yards. Going to be 2nd and 4, 2nd and 3 coming up. All right. Goff in the gun, 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Goff goes back under center. Tight ends to the left. Goff brings a man in motion. Goff snaps the ball, hands it off to Montgomery. Montgomery is going to find another hole and is going to pick up another 5 hard-earned yards. First down for the Lions. Living from the center of a heart that's free. Sorry, folks. I'm also listening to music in this ear as well, and I'm having fun listening to the music. Listen to some gospel music while I'm watching the game. Keeps my temperament down a little bit. Goff snaps the ball. Play action. Goff gets it out. Gets it to Sam Laporta. Tight window throw over the middle. First down, 17-yard completion to Sam Laporta. Big boy throw from Jared Goff to Sam Laporta. Tight window, great throw. Nick, my wife doesn't care about football. My wife could care less about football, to be honest. Living from the center of a heart that's free. Whoa, whoa, I'm feeling all right. Day or night, rain or shine. This is the life. I'm sorry, y'all. I have to sing when I'm listening to gospel music. It makes me happy. Love singing about the Lord. The life. All right. That is the end of the first quarter. Lions are currently almost near midfield with a first down. Looking at the stats right now, we have as so far Goff 7 of 11 for 68 yards. David Montgomery 3 carries for 15 yards. Jahmyr Gibbs 2 for 9. Pardon me. Russell Wilson 2 for 6 with 63 yards. Marvin Mims 1 rush. Javonte Williams 4 rushes. And Samaje Perine with 1. Disc Golfer says, amen, brother. Trust me, if I could get away with it, I would sing all the damn time on my live streams because it helps keep me tempered and it helps keep me from losing my cool and swearing all the time. But I know some people don't like hearing people sing. And I listen to old style gospel music. I don't listen to the newer stuff. There's nothing wrong with the newer stuff, but I like stuff from the 90s, the 80s, early 2000s, things like that. Dale says, hopefully everyone in the YouTube chat hits the like button. I would like it. I would love it. Steve-O Baby says, Dave, don't you sing like any country songs or anything? Oh, of course I do. I love singing country music. I could sing country music just as easily as I could sing gospel music, but I, again, just don't do it because, again, I know some people like gospel music. They don't like country music. Cody Ute says, maybe I should do that right now because the Lions get me heated. Again, you got to find something that keeps you calm. You got to find something to keep you also in the game without losing your cool. David George, I can't sing like Amy Grant. Amy Grant is a female. We're back to the game right now. All right, back to the game. Lions have the ball near midfield. Goff hands the ball off to Montgomery, and Montgomery is going to go nowhere. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Lions. When I was only 8. How's it going, King SJ? Not much. Just streaming the game, seeing what the Lions are doing. One day when you said that prayer, I asked Jesus in my heart. Goff in the gun. Goff snaps the ball. Goff looks to throw. Goff's going to get the ball out. Gets it to Donovan Peoples-Jones. Is going to pick up about 5 yards. Going to make it a 3rd and 5 for the Lions. DPJ with the catch right there. Good catch for DPJ. Right now, the Lions are on 3rd and 6. They have been held 0 for 3 on 3rd down so far today. Sam Laporta in motion to the left. Goff is going to snap the ball, looks to throw, steps up. Goff gets it out to Laporta, and Laporta is going to pick up the 1st down on a pickup of 7 to 8 yards. 1st down for the Detroit Lions at the Denver 40-yard line. Trying to keep up with this stream, boys and girls. Goff snaps the ball. Play action. Goff looks to throw. Goff throws deep down the middle. Gets it to Josh Reynolds. Pickup of 21 yards. Now in the red zone for the Detroit Lions. Big throw, big catch from Jared Goff to Josh Reynolds. Big throw from Goff to Josh Reynolds on an in-breaking pattern. Far as the eye could see, each life somehow touched by your generosity. Yes, folks! Jared Goff just threw a passing touchdown to Sam Laporta. 19-yard throw. Goff rolling out right. Goff throws it back to the other way to Sam Laporta. Sam Laporta going to cut it inside. Sam Laporta going to score a touchdown. Yeah! Lions score 6-0 for the Detroit Lions. I'm going to keep singing about the Lord because it seems to be helping. Supposed to cry. I am almost sure there were tears in your eyes as Jesus took your hand and you stood before the Lord. He said, my child, look around you, for great is your reward. All right, I'll stop. I know some people don't want to hear me. Kick is up, kick is away. Michael Badgley right down Broadway. Lions now have the lead 7-0. All right, here's what I'm going to do, folks. To have a little bit of fun here, I will sing songs during the commercial break so that way we can have some fun with this. We'll see if anybody can understand these songs here. I'll switch it back and forth here, so that way I'm not singing one or the other. If you guys don't want me to sing, just let me know and I will stop it. Let's see here. Doesn't matter who it was. I was just out of the service, thumbing through the classifieds, when an ad that said, "Oh Chevy, somehow caught my eye. The lady didn't know the year or even if it ran, but I had that $1,000 in my hand. It was way back in the corner of this old ramshackle barn, with 30 years of dust and dirt on that green army tarp. And when I pulled the cover off, it took away my breath, for what she called a Chevy was a '66 Corvette. And I felt a little guilty as I counted out the bills, but what a thrill I got when I sat behind the wheel. I opened up the glove box, and that's when I found a note. The date was 1966, and this is what it wrote. It said, "My name is Private Andrew Malone, and if you're reading this, then I didn't make it home. But for every dream that's shattered, another one comes true. This car was once a dream of thine, now it belongs to you. And though you may take her and make her your own, you'll always be riding with Private Malone." Nope, not Don McLean. It's actually David Ball. It didn't take me long at all. I had her running good. I love to hear those horses thunder underneath her hood. I had her shining like a diamond as I put the red top down. All the pretty girls would stop and stare as I drove her through town. All right, game's back. I'm going to cut out the singing, but that was a country song by David Ball called "Riding with Private Malone." All right. Jack Fox on the kickoff, kicks it away, is going to be a touchback for the Broncos, and the Broncos are going to start at the 25-yard line. So that was a country song. And my phone just fell over again. William Maslink says, "Beat silence and keeps it entertaining, especially as we're winning." One way to look at it, I suppose. All right, Russell Wilson, the Broncos come out. Russell Wilson under center. Russell Wilson bringing a man in motion. 1st and 10 for the Broncos. Russell Wilson is going to snap the ball. It's going to be a play action design. Russell Wilson getting blitz from the backside, gets hit, incomplete. Russell Wilson got hammered from the backside by the Lions. Who gave that hit? The newly acquired guy, Vildor, came from the backside blitz, and Wilson didn't even see it coming and got freaking slapped. Wow, Lions are playing with some pretty heavy energy right now. 2nd and 10 for the Broncos. Wilson in the gun, man in motion. Wilson's going to snap the ball, is going to hand it off, and he's going to go nowhere. Loss of 3 yards for the Broncos. I'm going to tell you this right now, folks. I can see the play that's coming up now. Russell Wilson is going to get sacked by Josh Pascal for a 9-yard loss. It's going to be 4th and 22 for the Broncos. Lions defense is coming out with a ferocious amount of energy right now. Sacked by the Broncos by Josh Pascal. 9-yard loss. Going to be 4th and 22 for the Broncos. Wilson back to drop. Gets sacked. And Russell Wilson is down for the count. Ha, 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 ha. Josh Pascal with a sack. Broncos are at 4th and 22. Lions are playing with a lot of energy. Lots of Pyro says, "Where the F is this blitzing defense been? Keep it coming, Lions." I've told you guys for a long time, you have to stunt and blitz at the same time. We have not been stunting. Ooh, Lions almost punted that one. Khalif Raymond is going to field the ball near the 30-yard line, and he's going to get it up to almost the 40-yard line. Good job by the Lions to get the sack and hold the freaking Broncos off and get the ball at a good spot in midfield. About time Aaron Glenn decided to wake up and start playing defense. All right, we are currently in a commercial break, so back to a song. All right. While we're in commercial break, we're going to have ourselves another song. You're standing at a mountain that you know you cannot climb. Your enemies will crush you. You hear him coming from behind. There is trouble all around you, and there's no place to run away. But there's a voice that's deep inside you saying it's time to stand in faith. So dare to believe that miracles happen, yeah. That mountains still rule and demons must flee. For the God that we serve, he is much more than able, yes he is. So don't be afraid, just stand up and say, I dare to believe. There's a miracle inside you. It's just a mustard seed of faith, put by the mighty hand of God now. You know that tiny seed was placed, and though his wound may try to crush you, it could never keep you down. Soon the life of God inside you will come breaking through the ground. Hey, you're getting full entertainment with me, folks. All right. I'll find another song. Seems like everybody is kind of like with this song. All right. Lions are going to get the ball now. Jared Goff is going to get another deep throw here. Jared Goff passed right to Josh Reynolds for a 20-yard completion with Patrick Surtain in coverage. Khalif Raymond in motion. Goff snaps the ball. Goff gets it out. Deep throw, lobbing it to Josh Reynolds, and Reynolds gets it over Surtain. Big boy throw from Goff to Josh Reynolds. Great throw. Great catch. Another big play from the Lions coming up. Jahmyr Gibbs is going to come off the left end and is going to get another 20-yard gain for the Lions. 20-yard rush by Gibbs. Goff under center. This is actually kind of fun looking into the future and then seeing it in real time. Goff under center, man in motion. Goff is going to snap the ball. Goff hands it off to Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs, big hole. Jahmyr Gibbs getting a good block by Josh Reynolds and going all the way down to the 20-yard line. Woo-hoo-hoo. Jahmyr Gibbs getting a 21-yard pickup, and the Lions are knocking on the door again. He is much more than able. Yes, he is. So don't be afraid. Stand up and say, I dare to believe. All right. Goff under center. Goff is going to snap it and is going to dump it to Montgomery on a design screen, and that went nowhere. But I can tell you this right now, Goff is going to throw it to J-Mo next time, and J-Mo's going to get it to the 9-yard line. So I'm going to exit out of the stream and redo this again because, again, this stream likes to lag, apparently. Goff snaps the ball. Goff throws. Goff gets it to J-Mo. J-Mo is going to dance, and J-Mo's going to get a first down and get it to the 9-yard line, as I just said. J-Mo making plays. Goff making plays. It is looking like fun right now. All right. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Lions. Goff under center. Goff brings St. Brown in motion. St. Brown gets thrown to, and it's going to be incomplete. Good coverage on there. 2nd and goal for the Lions coming up. Jared Goff throws it to Jahmyr Gibbs, 9-yard touchdown. Goff gets another one. 13-0 for the Lions, baby. Woo! Where are you Goff haters now? Where are the Goff haters? Where are you? Where are you? Want to hear it? Jared Goff, let's replace him with Hendon Hooker. Jared Goff, he sucks. Jared Goff this, Jared Goff that. Jared Goff, I'm loving it right now. Who's like, this is the dull life I'm living. And Goff is throwing it to everybody. Sam Laporta, Jahmyr Gibbs, J-Mo. The only one he hasn't really thrown it to so far is St. Brown. He's even gotten it to Donovan People-Jones. He's gotten it to Josh Reynolds. Oh, it feels so good right now. I want to see Easy. I wish Easy, I had the ability to see him right now, because I would look at Easy and be like, how's it going, Easy? How are you feeling right now? You doing okay over there? Is your pride hurt a little bit? Do you need a little pampering on your butt? Need a little Pampers? Ooh, I'm feeling good right now. I'm feeling good. It's good. It's good. All right, I'm going to sing another country song. Oh, another gospel song? I'll do that next time. I just sang one. But this one's got a gospel theme to it, but it is a country song, though. Let's see who recognizes this one. Now, Daddy didn't like trouble, but if it came along, everyone that knew him knew which side that he'd be on. He never was a hero or this county's shining light, but you could always find him standing up for what he thought was right. He'd say, you've got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. You've got to be your own man and not a puppet on a string. Never compromise what's right, and so hold your family name. You've got to stand for something or you fall for anything. Notice how I'm singing songs that apply to me a little bit here. Now we might have been better off or owned a bigger house if Daddy done a little more giving in or a little more backing down. But we always had plenty, just living his advice. Whatever you do today, you'll have to sleep with tonight. He'd say, you've got to stand for something, or you'll fall for anything. You've got to be your own man, not a puppet on a string. Never compromise what's right and uphold your family name. You've got to stand for something or you fall for anything. Now I know that things are different than they were in Daddy's day, but I still believe what makes a man really hasn't changed. You've got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. Game's back, so I'm going to call that one a little early. But right now, the Lions are going to kick the ball away. Gonna do a gospel song for the next break here. John Fox is going to kick the ball, and Marvin Mims is going to take the ball out, and it's going to get to the Denver 21-yard line. So the Broncos will set up shop at their 21-yard line. David George says, sing us all the way to the Super Bowl. If it was the way that I thought the Lions could win getting to the Super Bowl, I'll sing all day long until the Roosters come home. I will say this, though. Again, I give credit to God. I really do. Because I'll tell you this right now. I prayed twice before this game, and I was like, listen, Lord, please listen to what I got to say. And I attribute everything so far as to God listening. All right. Wilson under center. Wilson is got a weak eye formation. Wilson snaps the ball, drops back to throw. Wilson throws it out quick and going to pick up about 7-8 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 2 for the Broncos, but there is a timeout on the field. And Derek Barnes is down with an injury, and he is currently clutching his right shoulder. Looks like Barnes is in some serious discomfort. Don't know if he's going to be able to come back, but it looks like that if he doesn't, it's going to be Malcolm Rodriguez coming out to play. But in the meantime, we've got ourselves a commercial break again, so back to singing again. Here comes the gospel song. Ooh, 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 yeah. I have walked in the garden the morning after the rain. Now I have watched in silent wonder. Is everything changed? Oh, what a gift from the Father is the water of life. Like a river that flows deep in my soul. It's from an endless supply. So where do I go when I'm thirsty and dry? I go to the river and I always find rest for my soul and a peace for my mind. I go to the river, yeah. When Jesus prayed in the garden, his brow was furrowed with pain, and what appeared to be drops of blood were falling down like the rain. All right, game is back, and Barnes is going into the locker room. We'll see what happens with him, but Rodrigo is definitely filling in for him. 2nd and 2 for the Broncos coming up. Wilson is going to be under center. Man in motion. And Wilson is going to eventually snap the ball. Snaps it, hands it off, and is going to be stopped a yard short. It's going to be 3rd and 1 for the Broncos. Ife Melifonwu with another big hit right there. Ife Melifonwu's been playing pretty good for us the last 2 weeks. 3rd and 1 for the Broncos coming up right now. And it's going to be 4th and 1 for the Broncos because Russell Wilson tries to rush it up the middle and gets nothing. And the Broncos are going to be held out for another 3 and out. Question is whether or not they are going to go for it on 4th down. Fourth and 1 for the Broncos coming up. Question is whether or not they will go for it or not. Jack Campbell made the stop on that play, stopping Russell Wilson. And the Broncos are going to go for it. They are going to pick up the 1st down, but there is an injured Bronco on the play, and it is one of their starting offensive linemen. It is their right tackle. McGlinchey is hurt and down on the field. So right now, the Broncos are looking to be without one of their starting offensive linemen. So the Broncos have picked up a 1st down, but they lost one of their starting offensive linemen, at least for a couple of plays. Don't know how severe it is for the Broncos lineman, but he is walking off the field at least. No, I don't like players getting hurt either, but we'll see what happens. We'll see if he's able to come back or not. Again, don't want to see anybody get hurt. And the Broncos are going to come out 1st and 10. Russell Wilson is in the gun. And Russell Wilson, 1st and 10, is going to snap the ball and is going to hand it off to Williams. And Williams is going to pick up 2 yards. Williams doesn't find a whole lot, so 2nd and 8 for the Broncos. And according to ESPN, 3rd and 10 is coming up as Russell Wilson is going to throw a short pass, and it is going to be caught, but going to be for a negative yardage. Russell Wilson under center, play action, looks to throw, is going to dump it off to the running back, and the running back's going to trip and going to get tackled by Alex Anzalone. Going to be 3rd and 10 coming up for the Broncos. About to say, Thomas, keep it up. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Subscribe, share. Donations are also appreciated. Absolutely appreciating everybody that's in for the show. Oh, I just saw something that showed Bruce Irvin's playing too. 3rd and 10 for the Lions defense and the Broncos offense. ESPN says that Russell Wilson is going to throw a pass to Jerry Jeudy. It's going to be incomplete. 4th and 10 for the Broncos offense. So the Broncos are going to have to punt the ball away. Russell Wilson in the gun, snaps the ball, looking to throw, rolls out to the right, under pressure by Iffy. Iffy hits him, but the ball is overthrown and incomplete. Lions defense is playing good today, and the Broncos offense is faltering. Good job by both units, offense and defense. About to say, people, I would appreciate likes, appreciate shares, appreciate subscriptions, appreciate donations. Please, please, please hit that like button, subscribe, share it with your family and friends. And Broncos kicker gets it away. Khalif Raymond is going to fair catch it at the 18-yard line, maybe 19-yard line, depends on where it was actually caught, but it's going to be just outside the 20. Lions are coming on the field. But while we got ourselves a commercial, we will do ourselves another song really quickly to keep ourselves entertained. Just having fun with y'all, people, and sharing a message. Lord, you've touched my heart today. That is why I've come to pray. You see all I have inside, all the fates I try to hide. Jesus, I believe that you are there. Game is back. Goff under center. Brown in motion. Goff's going to snap the ball, hand it off to Montgomery. Montgomery is going to pick up about 2 yards on the play. Believe in you. You guys all might be surprised that I can't sing, or I can sing, but the thing is, I just normally don't sing because some people may not like it. 2nd and 8 coming up for the Lions offense. Goff in the gun. Goff snaps. Goff looks to throw. Goff throws it. Gets it to St. Brown over the middle, and St. Brown is going to get forward progression for a 1st and 10. All right, Goff under center. Brings a man in motion. Goff snaps it, play action, and is going to get rid of it quickly because he was under pressure. Incomplete to Josh Reynolds. But Goff is fine. Got a little love tap at the end. But I can tell you this, a big play is about to be coming up here if I can get it back on stream. Goff in the gun. Goff snaps. Goff looks. Goff throws. Get it to St. Brown. St. Brown wide open over the middle. Going to get over midfield and gets down to the 45-yard line. Actually down to the 34-yard line. Pardon me. Jared Goff is just having himself a day today. And these wide receivers are just having fun. Goff in the gun. Sam Laporta motions to the left. Sam Laporta is set. Goff motions again. David Montgomery ball finds a good cutback lane. Picks up 8 yards. And the Broncos are going to call a timeout here, which means more singing. Everywhere I go, let me be a servant. Let my hope be known, and my prayer be fervent, and is rising to your ears. And from my heart you will hear, you are perfect, you are holy, you are faithful, you are true. And I long to live in your glory. Oh Lord, make me more like you. Oh Lord, make me more like you. Silver and gold. All right. Looks like the game is back. The timeout is done. And let's see what happens here. Looks like Goff is under center, brings another man in motion. Goff snaps the ball, hands it off to Montgomery. And Montgomery is going to pick up about a yard to bring it to 3rd and 1, which is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning, which is another 30-second to minute time out of gameplay. So we are going to take another commercial break, which I am going to pull out another song, but this time I'm going to bring a country song out. You know what? I'm going to have some fun with y'all because I always love doing this. So, while we're at commercial break, here comes a country song for y'all. I know y'all like country. Maybe, maybe not. But here we go anyway. Going to go with the king of country because I love me some George Strait. So here it comes here, y'all. Hopefully I don't embarrass myself. You swear you've had enough and you're ready to give up on that little lie they call love. And then out of the blue, clear sky, falling right into your hands like rain on the desert sand. It's the last thing that you had planned. And then out of the blue, clear sky, here she comes a-walking, talking true love, saying I've been looking for you, love. Surprise, your new love has arrived out of the blue, clear sky. Ain't love a funny thing? One day you're giving up the dream, and the next you're picking out a ring out of the blue, clear sky. Here she comes a-walking, talking true love, saying I've been looking for you, love. I'm singing.
For who?
Them. They wanted me to sing. Sorry, y'all. That was my wife. She was wondering who I was singing to. I'm having fun, y'all. Hopefully y'all are having fun as well. My wife thinks it's weird to sing to strangers, but I find it fun. I know some people have been asking for Conway Twitty, so I'll see if I can find one really quickly, because I do have some in here. Reggie Reynolds says, sing yes, it makes me happy. Oh, too bad. We're back from the break, so it's going to have to wait until next commercial break, but I will sing a Conway City song for Parker there, because I know he's been asking for it. So just wait until commercial break, folks. It's coming up. Goff in the gun. 3rd and 1 for the Lions. Khalif Raymond in motion. Goff snaps it, hands it off to Montgomery. Montgomery's going to bounce it outside and is going to pick up that first down for the Lions. First and 10 at the Denver 8. Actually, pardon me, I'm still a play behind. I don't know why it does it to me, but right now the Lions are in the red zone. And David Montgomery just got a big gain of about 11 yards, got it down to the Denver 11-yard line. And first down. Goff under center right now in this play. I formation. Goff does a pitch out right and then gets it to St. Brown. St. Brown is going to pick up about 3 yards on the play. And the Lions are going to call a timeout to conserve some clock because there's 28 left on the clock right now. So at 2nd and 7, they're trying to obviously get the score right now. Trying to get up with the current stream right now because my stream is still about 10, 15 seconds behind, and it really annoys me, folks, because I want to be exactly where you guys are at, but this thing is really testing my patience, so to speak, and I know patience is a virtue. All right, it's going to be 2nd and 7 for the Lions offense. According to ESPN, it's now 3rd and 7 on an incomplete pass to St. Brown. Goff in the gun, about to see the play. Looks like blitz is coming. Goff snaps. Goff straight back. Goff throws it, and St. Brown could have caught that one, but I don't think he saw it until the last minute. So I don't know. I think that one's on both parties, but definitely not a good play. 3rd and 7 for the Lions offense coming up. Lions just need 7 to extend the drive. Then they can take a timeout. Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown, touchdown! Goff now with 3 first-half touchdowns against the Denver Broncos. Lions are now up 21-0, folks. Goff with 3 touchdown passes. Let's see it on the telly right now. Goff in the gun. Goff snaps the ball. Goff looks. Goff gets it out. Gets it to St. Brown. Wide open. And St. Brown does a double dip into the end zone. Touchdown. St. Brown with the flip and Goff with the trip. I made a rhyme. Lions are up 21-0 going into halftime. Oh, I'm feeling good today. I'm going to tell you this right now, folks. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling good. Roger Horvath. I love this comment. That's getting a highlight for me. He says, I bet Easy is choking on his chicken wings. Oh, I bet he's choking on something, all right. I don't know what. Rich Hustle says, and to think I didn't even know he was playing today. LOL. All right. And we are officially at a commercial break. So here comes the Conway Twitty that somebody asked for. So I need to find a good Conway Twitty song because I know someone's going to want me to make sure I sing it well. Here we go. Here's a good Conway Twitty song for you, Parker. He tells his wife he's going back to work to finish something he's left undone. And like a fool, she believes every word. The door slams and she's on the run to that other side of town where the music's turned up and the lights are turned down. He's a two-time and two-stepper looking for a one-night stand. Sliding on the dance floor, slipping off his wedding band. And he'll waltz into the heart of every pretty girl he can. Ooh, he's a two-time and two-stepper looking for a one-night stand. Everybody in town knows his name. They know his wife and they know his game. But he continues to play it just the same. 'Cause he's a fool and he has no shame. But he always seems to find somebody new to believe his lies. He's a two-time and two-stepper looking for a one-night stand. Sliding on the dance floor, slipping off his wedding band. And he'll waltz into the heart of every pretty girl he can. Ooh, he's a two-time and two-stepper looking for a one-night stand. He'll be dancing and fooling around till the walls around him come a tumbling down. He's a two-time and two-stepper looking for a one-night stand. Sliding on the dance floor, slipping off his wedding band. And he'll waltz into the heart of every pretty girl he can. Ooh, he's a two-time and two-stepper looking for a one-night stand. I got your Gordon Lightfoot. Hold on here. That's what I'll do. While we're at halftime, I'll take music requests. Gonna have some fun with this one. I can see her lying back in her satin dress in a room where you do what you don't confess. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. She's been looking like a queen in a sailor's dream, and she don't always say what she really means. Sometimes I think it's a shame when I get feeling better when I'm feeling no pain. Sometimes I think it's a shame when I get feeling better than I'm feeling no pain. All right, let's see here. Any other requests? And don't say Queen. I can't sing like that. I cannot sing like Queen. Queen has a voice that is completely all his own. I'm actually going to step off really quickly here, folks. So keep your guys' comments coming in. I will be back in 1 second. Oosha. Let's see here. You know what? I'll just keep up with the country music for a moment here. Let's see here. What's another good country musician? Since I know there's a lot of people in here that like the older country music, here's one that I know older country fans are going to enjoy because I enjoy it. Here we go. On a warm summer's evening, on a train bound for nowhere, I met up with a gambler. She was too tired to sleep, so we took turns of staring and the window at the darkness till him overtook us, and he began to speak. He said, son, I made a life out of reading people's faces and knowing what the cards were by the way they held their eyes. So if you don't mind saying, I can see you're out of aces, a taste of your whiskey, I'll give you some advice. So I handed him my bottle, and he drank down my last swallow. Then he bummed a cigarette and asked me for a light, and the night got deathly quiet. And his face lost all expression. Said, if you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play it right. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. That is not Billy Ray Cyrus. That is Kenny Rogers. But I do also have Charlie Pride too. Since you mentioned Charlie Pride, I got Charlie Pride. Let's see here. Seeing as how I just came from San Antonio, I'm actually going to do this. Rain dripping off the brim of my hat. It sure is cold today. Here I am walking down 66. I wish she hadn't done me that way. Sleeping under a table in a roadside park, a man could wake up dead. But it sure seems warmer than it did sleeping in our king-size bed. Is anybody going to San Antonio or Phoenix, Arizona? 'Cause any place is all right as long as I can forget I've ever known her. Wind crimping down the neck of my shirt like I ain't got nothing on. But I'd rather fight the wind and the rain than what I've been fighting at home. Yonder comes a truck with the U.S. mail, people writing letters back home. Tomorrow she'll probably want me back, but I'll still be just as gone. All right, let's see here. What's another good old country boy song? You know what? I know somebody brought this up earlier, and I'm going to try and do it. I don't typically do this song because I can't keep up with it usually, but I'm feeling a little frisky about it. Life on a farm, lying to lay back, ain't nothing no good boy me can't hack. Early to rise, early in the sack. Thank God I'm a country boy. Well, a simple kind of life never did me no harm. Raising me a family and working on the farm. Days are all filled with an easy country charm. Thank God I'm a country boy. Well, I got me a fine life, I got me old fiddle. When the sun's coming up, I got cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Thank God I'm a country boy. When the work's all done and the sun's setting low, I pull out my fiddle and I rosin up the bow. Kids are asleep, so I keep it kind of low. And thank God I'm a country boy. I play Sally Gooden all day if I could, but the Lord and my wife wouldn't read it very good. So I fiddle when I can, I work when I should, and thank God I'm a country boy. Well, I got me a fine life, I got me old fiddle. When the sun's coming up, I got cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Thank God I'm a country boy. I do enjoy country music quite a bit. Well, Wouldn't trade my life for diamonds or jewels. I never was one of them money-hungry fools. Rather have my fiddle and my farming tools. Thank God I'm a country boy. Yeah, city folks driving in a black limousine. A lot of sad people thinking that's mighty keen. Son, let me tell you how exactly what I mean. Thank God I'm a country boy. Well, I got me a fine wife, I got me your fiddle. When the sun's coming up, I got cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Thank God I'm a country boy. All right. John Denver. Always enjoy listening to him from time to time. Let's see here. Trying to think here. What's another good old country song? Oh, here's a goodie for you. I might be able to get this last one in before we start the second half. Funny enough, I heard this song on a horror film. First thing I remember knowing was a lonesome whistle blowing and a youngin's dreams of growing up to ride on a freight train leaving town, not knowing where I'm bound, and no one could change my mind, but Mama tried. An only rebel child from a family meek and mild, my mama seemed to know what lay in store. In spite of all my Sunday learning, towards the bad I kept on turning, till Mama couldn't hold me anymore. And I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could steer me right, but Mama tried to raise me better. But her pleading I denied, that leaves only me to blame, 'cause Mama tried. I don't know, Son of Detroit, but I will definitely take a look into that for you, Michael. Dear old daddy, rest his soul, left my mom a heavy load. She tried so very hard to fill his shoes, working hours without rest, wanted me to have the best. She tried to raise me right, but I refused. I got you, Christopher Podsel. Brown-eyed girl, I can do that one. But the game is back, so I will sing that on the next commercial break. All right, back to the game. Broncos have the ball starting at the 25-yard line. Russell Wilson under center. Looks like there is a change of play of some type with the Lions defense. The Lions home crowd is making it hard to hear. It's going to be 2nd and 7 for the Broncos after a 3-yard gain by the running back. Looks like the Broncos right tackle is back in, which is good news. Good to see him healthy and feeling good. Russell Wilson is going to be under center and is going to snap the ball, play action, going to set up a screen, and is going to go nowhere as Josh Pascal tackles him for a 5-yard loss. It's going to be 3rd and 12 for the Broncos. Pascal's been playing really good for us the last couple of weeks. Looks like he's starting to play into that 2nd-round draft pick we gave him. Russell Wilson going to be in the gun. Man in motion up to the line of scrimmage. Russell Wilson snaps, got the ball, looking to throw. Russell Wilson steps up, throws deep, and is going to be incomplete, but there's going to be a flag on the play on Alex Anzalone. It's going to be a big penalty against the Lions. Defensive pass interference coming up for the Lions. Looks like they're conferring right now, but it looks like chances are this is going to be against the Lions, and it's going to be a big penalty. Yep, it's a penalty against the Lions. The legal contact was declined, but it is defensive pass interference on Alex Anzalone for a 44-yard play. Huge penalty for the Lions. Huge break for the Broncos. Anzalone didn't even see the ball. That's why he put his arms up like, listen, I'm just here guarding. I'm not trying to get in to impede the pass. That's a bad call, but it's whatever. Broncos are definitely moving into a hurry up here. Broncos snap it, hand it off, and it's going to be a gain of only 2 yards for Perrine. Or Pirine, pardon me. I think it's Perrine, but it's Pirine. No huddle for the Broncos offense. Looks like there's miscommunications with the Lions defense, which is going to lead to a big play here as Russell Wilson is in the gun and going to find an open wide receiver over the middle for Cortland Sutton, and it's going to be a big play of about 17 yards. Actually, 14 yards. It's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Broncos. Russell Wilson hands the ball off to the running back. Running back's going to pick up 6 yards. I definitely know some Johnny Cash, Christopher. But one request at a time. Because I've got Johnny Cash and I've also got some Brown Eyed Girl by Van Morrison I got to go with. Incomplete pass. 3rd and 4 coming up for the Broncos. Third and 4, Broncos in the gun for Russell Wilson. Man in motion. Russell Wilson now back by himself. Russell Wilson snaps the ball, quick throw out, and is going to get a 1st down at the 6-yard line. Handoff going to be 2nd and goal down at the 3-yard line for the Broncos. Russell Wilson is under center. Snaps the ball, play action. Russell Wilson throws it up too high, incomplete out of the back of the end zone. Almost was caught, but couldn't get the feet down. 3rd and goal for the Broncos. Good coverage by Ife Melifonwu to force that pass out to where he couldn't catch it and keep his feet down. 3rd and goal for the Broncos coming up. Russell Wilson is in the gun. Russell Wilson snaps the ball, play action, looks to throw, gets it away, throws it up, and it is a touchdown. Touchdown, Broncos. But the play is under review. The play is under review to see if he caught the pass. Catch has not been confirmed yet. It is being reviewed. It should stand as a touchdown because I just saw the review. I just saw the replay, but I don't see anything that says that this play is coming back. I don't think that's going to be overturned. Jarrett, question answer is Lions are currently up 21-6, but the touchdown that Denver just got is under review at the moment. We are currently at a commercial break, so now we're going to answer the question. We're going to answer the request of Van Morrison. Here we go. Van Morrison coming up for you all, since somebody asked for it. Hey, where did we go? To me, as the rains came down in the hollow, playing a new game. Snapping and running, hey, twinkling and a jumping. And a misty morning, all with lots of dumping you, my brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. Whatever happened? A Tuesday is so slow. Going down the old mine with a transistor radio. Running in a loud night laughing on a rainbow swall. Up and down a sliding all along the wall and you, my brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. You remember when we used to say sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-ti-da, just like that. All right. That was Van Morrison. Johnny Cash, someone asked for. And the play is still currently under review for the catch. No review has come through fully yet to say if it is a catch or not, but I do believe that it is going to stand. It does stand. The Broncos just kicked the extra point. They are now down 21-7. So Lions lead has been cut down to 14. Lions will get the ball after the kickoff. All right. Excuse me, folks. Russell Wilson is cheering on the Broncos on the sideline after they got that touchdown drive that went on for 10 plays and chewed up almost 4 minutes of, actually almost 5 minutes of clock. Lions offense is coming out for their first third quarter drive. Denver is going to kick off the ball. It is going to go out the end of the end zone. It's going to go out the back of the end zone, and the Lions are going to start at the 25-yard line for a touchback. Big play coming up for the Lions. Goff under center. Goff brings a man in motion. Goff snaps the ball. Play action. Goff, plenty of time. Goff throws down the middle. Goff gets it to St. Brown. St. Brown with a big play, 30-yard play down to the 45-yard line of Denver. J-Mo in motion. Goff, play action. Goff steps up. Goff throws down the field and incomplete to Jamison Williams. Deep left throw to J-Mo, incomplete. Goff in the gun. Goff is checking to a different play. Goff snaps, gives it to Jameer, and Jameer is going to get 1 yard, if that. Going to be second and going to be 3rd and 10 or 3rd and 9. Goff snaps the ball, hands it off to Gibbs. Gibbs gets a good outside lane. Gibbs is going to get a first down, 11 yards off the right end. Lions are now at the Denver 38-yard line. Another big play coming up here. Lions are just being explosive tonight. Jameer Gibbs gets a great block. Jameer Gibbs going off the right side. Jameer Gibbs getting all the way down to the 4-yard line. Gibbs almost got into the end zone, but stumbled backwards. Couldn't make it all the way in. Gibbs with 2 big plays, an 11-yard gain and then a 34-yard gain on top of it. Gibbs looking great tonight. Good stiff arm by Gibbs. Good blocking up front. Gibbs just showing off that speed right there. And Gibbs is going to get the ball one more time, is going to pick up another 3 yards. We're now down to the 1 yard line for the Denver Broncos defense, and the Detroit Lions offense going to be 2nd and goal. Actually, I had that backwards. It's a 1 yard gain down to the Denver 3, so 2nd and goal at the Denver 3. They're trying to let Gibbs put it in there, but I think Denver is understanding what we're doing. Jared Goff, another touchdown to Sam Laporta. Goff with 4 touchdown passes tonight. Lions go up 27-7. Goff back to throw. Goff throws it, gets it inside to Sam Laporta. Easy peasy. Goff, 4 passing touchdowns. Sam Laporta, 2 receiving touchdowns. 1 touchdown pass to freaking also Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jahmyr Gibbs. Four touchdown passes, buddies. 4 touchdown passes. Oh, easy. Where are you? You make it too easy to just completely roast your butt. Oh, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. All right. Where was that Johnny Cash that I was promising everybody? Oh, here it is. So here's the Johnny Cash song for everybody. Hey, get a rhythm. When you get the blues, come on, get a rhythm. When you get the blues, it's a rock and roll feeling in your bone. Get taps on your toes and get going, get a rhythm. When you get the blues, a little shoeshine boy never gets low down, but he's got the dirtiest job in town, bending low at the people's feet on a windy corner of a dirty street. Well, I asked him while he shined my shoes, how'd he keep from getting the blues? He grinned as he raised his little head, he popped a shoeshine rag, and then he said, get a rhythm. When you get the blues, come on, get a rhythm. When you get the blues, a jumpy rhythm makes you feel so fine. It'll shake all your trouble from your worried mind. Get a rhythm. When you get the blues. Ozzy? I actually could sing Ozzy. I can sing a little Ozzy. I can sing a little Ozzy. I can do that. When you get the blues, come on, get a rhythm. When you get the blues, get a rock and roll feeling in your bones. Get taps on your toes and get going, get a rhythm. When you get the blues. Well, I sat down and listened to the shoe shine boy, and he thought I was going to jump for joy. He slapped on the shoe polish left and right. He took a shoe shine rag and he held it tight. He stopped once to wipe the sweat away. I said, you mighty little boy to be working that way. Said I like it with a big wide grin. Kept on a popping and he said again, get a rhythm. All right, some Ozzy. Okay. Someone asking for Ozzy. Let's see if I can find one. I like that song, David, but I got a different one for you. Since I am a golf fan, I'm going to sing this song because I know my people like to say I'm this. Gazing through the window at the world outside, wondering will Mother Earth survive? Hoping that mankind will stop abusing her sometime. After all, there's only just the two of us. And here we are still fighting for our lives. Watching all of history repeat itself time after time. I'm just a dreamer. I dream my life away. Oh yeah. I'm just a dreamer who dreams of better days. But now we're back. Wilson snaps. Wilson looks to throw. Wilson gets it to Sutton. Sutton's going to pick up 6-7 yards. Yeah, that's a good point, Jody Solomon. Sounds funny hearing them say Sutton tackled by Sutton. All right, I'm already like 3 plays behind because the Broncos are doing hurry up here, and this stream is not keeping up, so I'm sorry, folks. Because I'm still on 3rd down, and they're already on 1st down again. Because the Broncos are doing hurry up right now. So I'm sorry, this stream's going to be a little bit behind, but it is what it is. By the question, 'cause I surely learned by now. I can't believe my eyes. Can't believe my eyes. I've got to walk by faith and not by sight. If I want to follow Jesus Christ, can't believe my eyes. Can't believe my eyes. The road is often hard to recognize. I gotta trust his word. I can't believe my eyes. Big play by the Broncos on a broken play there. Pickup of 23 yards down to the Detroit 41-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Broncos. Definitely trying to keep up, folks. I do apologize here. But this NFL Plus stream is just not keeping up with the real-time stream. It's just not doing it. All right, Russell Wilson in the gun. 1st and 10. Russell Wilson snaps, play action, looks to throw. Russell Wilson going down the field deep. And pass was dropped after Melifonwu popped it out of his arms. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 for the Broncos offense coming up. Good pop out. Good fist hitting that ball by Melifonwu. Good job. Broncos are going to call a timeout at 4 minutes and 12 seconds. They so painfully told. I think I finally learned. Yeah. Play clock's running out, and Russell Wilson's going to call a timeout to not get the penalty and drop them back to 2nd and 15. Faith and not by sight. If I want to follow Jesus Christ, can't believe my eyes. Can't believe my eyes. For the road is often hard to recognize. I gotta trust his word. Yeah, yeah. Now that would be nice, James Vincent. If Ife Melifonwu could get an interception, now that'd be nice. We've already got one turnover. It'd be nice if we could get another one. But we'll see what happens. Says here on ESPN that the Broncos are going to run the ball up the middle for no gain. Kaminsky and Buggs make the tackle. It's a weak formation. Broncos are trying to adjust the play because they can't hear anything because the Lions crowd is so loud. Wilson snaps it, hands it off, and again, like I said, no gain. 3rd and 10 for the Broncos coming up. Buggs has got a definite, is definitely playing with some fire tonight because he is lit up. Buggs is playing with passion. Ife Melifonwu is playing with passion. Everybody's playing with passion tonight. And now the Broncos have got a 1st and 10 at the Lions' 21-yard line after a short pass to Jerry Jeudy winds up being a pass of 19 yards. Wilson drops back. Wilson looks to throw, gets pressured, gets it to Jeudy, and there goes Jeudy. 1st and 10 for the Broncos. 19-yard catch and run for the Broncos. Broncos are definitely opening up the passing game right now. They are definitely starting to go after the Lions secondary. They're not even trying to run right now because the next play is another 1st down to Cameron Sutton for 12 yards. Wilson drops back, looks to throw, gets pressured again, drops it off to Sutton, and Rodrigo is going to tackle him for 12 yards. Wilson and the gun's going to throw it up and going to be incomplete. Cameron Sutton on Cortland Sutton. Pass was broken up, incomplete. Going to be 2nd and goal. Second and goal, going to turn into 3rd and goal here as Russell Wilson is in the gun. Well, Russell Wilson snaps the ball, looks to throw, dumps it over the middle, and gets stopped at the 1-yard line by Reeves-Maybin. But they're going to say 3rd and goal at the 1-yard line as if he hit him first and then Reeves-Maybin stopped him. But they're going to say he was 1 yard short. Ife Melifonwu stopped him, and then Reeves-Maybin cleaned it up. Great job by Ife. Broncos are going to go for it without waiting for a review. 3rd and goal at the 1. They're going to snap the ball, pitch it out, and Barnes is going to... Line judge marks the ball short of the goal at 4th and goal for the Broncos at the Detroit 1. Yep, he was down by 1 yard. Derek Barnes made a good play right there. 4th and goal for the Broncos. Fourth and goal for the Broncos. Ball's handed off. There is a touchdown on the field, but there is a flag down as well. It's a penalty against Denver. It's a penalty against Denver. Touchdown is nullified. The penalty is against Denver for offensive offsides. Penalty is offsides against Denver. Touchdown is nullified. Touchdown is no good. It's going to be now 4th and goal at the 5-yard line. The Broncos are going to have to kick a field goal. Fourth and goal for the Broncos at the Lions' 5-yard line. Question is, will the Broncos go for 3 or will they go for the touchdown? It looks like they're going to kick the field goal to get something out of this. But that is a big, big play for the Lions defense, and that is a big hurtful play for the Broncos offense, as instead of getting a touchdown, they're only going to get a field goal out of this. But Sean Payton is mad. Sean Payton is peeved. He is upset, livid, whatever term you'd like to use. But Sean Payton, he is screaming. Sean Payton is mad. Sean Payton is screaming at the refs. He is screaming at the refs, and he is screaming at Russell Wilson. He is mad. Russell Wilson is getting screamed at by his head coach on the sideline. He is getting his butt chewed out. Damn, that was something. Russell Wilson just got yelled at by his head coach, and he's just standing there just taking it. Dang, that was fun. That was interesting. All right. All right. Lions are up 28-10. All right. Gonna sing a gospel song here, giving praise to the one that's helping us. Thank you, Lord. I was climbing up a mountain. I was headed for the top. My feet started sliding, and I almost fell off. I landed on a rocky ledge, suspended in the air. And I cried out in despair. I'm crying, and is anybody out there? Anybody there at all? Then I saw him reaching down, and I heard him call. Give me your hand, I'll lift you up. Don't be afraid, you just have to trust. I have been met in the place you stand. There's no need to fear, that's why I'm here. Give me your hand. All right, game is back. We're going to get back into the game with the Lions going to it. All right. Well, my day job, Raymond, is the Army, so can't really quit my job. David Montgomery gets a good hole, is going to pick up 7-8 yards on the first down run. 2nd and 3 coming up, but we're going to get to the end of the quarter as the Lions are going into the fourth quarter up 28-10. One more quarter to go, folks, and the Lions will move on to 10 wins if they can hold on to the end of the fourth. Got to finish strong here, folks. But so far, we're doing pretty good. One more quarter to go. All right. I'm pretty sure at one point or another we've all felt like the prodigal son. Hey, little brother, welcome back home. It's good to see you again. Hey, little brother, welcome back home to your family and your friends. Hey, little brother, welcome back home. Good to see you again. Hey, little brother, welcome back home to your family and your friends. I got an idea. Oh, this is going to be fun for y'all. It's not old country, but was about 30 years ago, so I guess you could call it old country in a sense. Older modern country. Well, I was always the crazy one, broke into the stadium, and I wrote your number on the 50-yard line. You were always the perfect one and a valedictorian, so under your number I wrote call for a good time, and I only wanted to get your attention, but you overlooked me somehow. Besides, you had too many boyfriends to mention, and I played my guitar too loud. How do you like me now? How do you like me now, Easy? How do you like me now? Now that I'm on my way, you still think I'm crazy standing here today. I couldn't make you love me, but always dreamed about living in your radio. How do you like me now? Yeah, I will go off to Tennessee. I heard that you made fun of me. All right, here we go. Start of the fourth quarter. Goff is in the gun. Brings St. Brown in motion. Goff snaps the ball. Play action. Goff stands in the pocket. Dancing. Throws it on the run. Gets it to Jamison Williams. And Jamo makes a great catch. But Jamo looks like he is hurt. But he's going to get onto the sideline. So Jamo is hurt, but it looks like he's fine because he was able to get off the field under his own power. Looks like he's okay, but definitely something to keep attention on. Goff snaps and hands it off to Montgomery. Montgomery's going to pick up 4 yards on the play. It's time to start burning that clock. You are right, Thomas. Goff under the center. Goff snaps the ball. Goff's going to hand it off to Montgomery. Montgomery is going to get a first down as he picks up 9 yards. 1st and 10 for the Lions. Lions are now at the Denver 41-yard line. Goff under center. Goff snaps the ball. Straight drop back. Gets it out. Throws it to Reynolds. But it's incomplete. But there is a flag on the play. It's going to be a defensive pass interference on the defense. Going to be a 16-yard penalty for the Lions. It's going to be no play, but the Lions are getting an automatic first down. Automatic first down. All right, here we go. Goff under center. St. Brown in motion closer to the line. Snaps the ball. Montgomery gets it. Montgomery's got a good hold. Montgomery's going to keep going. Going to pick up 12 yards. Going to get all the way down to the Denver 12-yard line on a run of 12 to 13 yards. Great pickup by Montgomery. 1st and goal at the Denver 10. And Jahmyr Gibbs is going to get a rushing touchdown. So Jahmyr Gibbs has got a tandem. He's got a rushing touchdown and a receiving touchdown. Lions go up to 34 to 10. Lions are cooking right now. Lions score by Jahmyr Gibbs running for it. Now 34 to 10, Detroit. Nice toss, nice block. Gibbs finds the crease, and Gibbs is in after bulldozing his way over. This Lions team, they came to play. Think about this, folks. Think about this. We come out of the third quarter. We score on our touchdown. We come out into the fourth quarter. We score a touchdown. First 3 drives, we don't score any touchdowns. But ever since then, we have scored a touchdown every single time. First 3 drives, we don't score anything. And everyone's saying, oh, the Lions, they suck. Oh, Goff sucks. It's like, have patience, my friends. Have faith. And look what's happened. Next 5 straight drives, Lions have scored touchdown, 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 and touchdown. Lions are now up 35 to 10 with literally 12 minutes to play. Plenty of time still left. But this Lions team is dominating right now. All right. Gonna sing another country song here. Let's see here. Let's see here. I got a country song for you, about as country as it possibly can get. But unfortunately, the game is back, so we're going to have to hold off on that thought. Oh. Thomas Lewis, Easy, is from Woodward Heavyweights, and me and him have a bit of a history. Bob Oyup, that's a little different. Passer rating is different than quarterback rating. Passer rating is a mathematical formula that you can do on a calculator. QBR is a little bit different. Wilson in the gun. Wilson dancing around. Wilson is going to get tackled by Anzalone. It's going to be a no gain run, maybe a gain of 1. Wilson in the gun, 1st and 10. Wilson snaps, throws it really quickly, but it's batted down. Batted down by Alex Anzalone. Incomplete, going to be 2nd and 10 for the Broncos offense. Russell Wilson in the gun. Russell Wilson is going to snap it and throws it to Judy, but he was hit on the play. And the pass is incomplete, going to be 3rd and 10 for the Broncos. Russell Wilson got hammered by Brian Branch. Third and 10 for the Broncos offense. And Russell Wilson is in the gun. Russell Wilson snaps the ball, looks to throw, drop backs, throws it deep, and it's going down the mid. It's incomplete. No, they say it's complete, but I thought I saw his feet go out. I think that might be incomplete. He only got 1 foot. His second foot didn't get down. That's an incomplete pass. He did not get the foot down. He got 1 foot down. That is an incomplete pass. 4th and 10 for the Broncos coming up. Fourth and 10 for the Broncos. Question is, are the Broncos going to go for it at 4th and 10? Because at this point, they kind of have to. There's only 11 minutes left, so they've got to make plays here if they want to have a chance, because they're down literally by 3 scores. Actually, no, they're down by 4 scores because, they're down by 4 scores. Pardon me. Because they're down by 24. That's 3 scores. It's 3 touchdowns and a field goal, but it looks like they're going to punt it. They're not going to go for it. And now the Lions and Broncos are starting to get chippy. Definitely going to be a kick interference penalty on that one. Penalty, the Lions fans definitely don't like it. The Lions don't like it. Nobody likes it. That was a horrible penalty right there. That is kick interference right there. The Lions fans are chanting, "You can't do that." You can't do that. That is fair catch interference all day long. Hello? All right, boys and girls, I'm going to step off for a minute. So keep the comments coming. Drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe, donate, whatever you got to do. But I'll be back in a minute. We're winning 35-10. Plus, flat. I hate sitting in that chair for so long.
Wasn't staying. If you're gonna make it, sure.
That actually kind of sounds fun.
Why every time I
Oh. Ugh. All right, boys and girls, I am back. Had to step away for a minute, but we are back to the game. Goff is under center. Goff snaps the ball. The Broncos are bringing pressure and just had to get the ball out. Threw it to Sam Laporta really quickly, but couldn't get it to him as he was getting heat right in his face. Second and 10 for the Lions coming up. Goff in the gun, pardon me. St. Brown in motion. Goff hands it off to Gibbs, and Gibbs is going to try and get something, but is only going to lose a yard. Was able to manage to get that one close back to the line of scrimmage, but still a loss of a yard. Third and 11, Goff is in the gun. Goff drops back, and Goff gets hit off the edge as the edge rusher got around Penei Sewell, and that's a sack of 8 yards. Going to be 4th and 19 for the Lions. Lions are going to have to punt. There is, according to this, about 9 minutes left. Because by the time that the play gets done, so Broncos are going to get the ball at the 38-yard line, and there is 9 minutes and 18 seconds left on the clock. Oh, boy. He's fine, Galloping Lake 6. His leg got rolled up on, but he was out there for the punt return or the punt that had a penalty on it, so he's fine. He's doing fine. No, actually, David, the game next week is not in Detroit. It is in Minnesota. That's the game that's on Christmas Eve. I don't think that's happening, Bob O'Yoop. I don't think that, Dan Campbell's taking his foot off the gas because he wants his mentor to get more points so it looks better. I think it's just, sometimes you just have a bad drive here or there. Lions had 5 straight that actually, went and scored points. It's like, listen, you can't score every freaking drive. Damage Justice, I don't know why you keep putting that in the chat, but I'm not understanding it. So if you could. Russell Wilson in the gun. Russell Wilson snaps. Russell Wilson dumps it and is going to pick up a first down for the Broncos. Thomas, could you please not do that? We're up by 25 points. I get it. He's not doing what you want him to do, but obviously Ben Johnson likes what he's doing, so can't really complain when we're up by 25. Russell Wilson in the gun by himself. Russell Wilson snaps the ball, looks to throw, gets it out, gets it to Judy, and Judy is going to get about 14 yards, but he took a hard shot at the end of that, and he's not getting up. Judy is down, and I think he got a stinger or got thwopped in the head because he was short. He was slow to get up, but now he's up, and he's definitely jawing. All right, Russell Wilson is going to be in the gun by himself because at this point the Broncos have no choice but to throw. Empty set for the Broncos. Russell Wilson is going to snap the ball, gets it, throws it down the field, picks up about another 13, 14 yards to Cortland Sutton, so 14 for 14. And it's a hurry-up offense now. Russell Wilson is in the gun again. Russell Wilson directing down there. Going to snap the ball, looks to throw, gets it out really quickly, and it is dropped by the receiver. It's going to be 2nd and 10 coming up for the Broncos. Second and 10 for the Broncos offense. Russell Wilson in the empty set. Looks like he is calling out an audible of some type. Directing traffic. Russell snaps the ball, looks to throw, gets pressured, rolls out to the right, gets it out to the receiver. The receiver is going to be short by a couple of yards. It's going to be about 3rd and 2, but there is an injured Lion on the play. Khalil Dorsey is injured. He's having trouble getting up. It's going to be 3rd and 2 for the Broncos, but Dorsey is on his feet and walking to the Lions sideline. Right now, it looks like there's about 7.5 minutes left, Galloping Lake. 7.5 minutes are left. 3rd and 2 for the Broncos offense. Thomas, I'm going to ask you, could you please stop repeating the same thing? It's going to be 4th and 1 for the Broncos. Do I think we've seen the last of Jacobs and Walker? I don't know about Tracy Walker, but Jacobs probably. And Broncos hand the ball off. We're going to pick up the first down, and they're going to get down to the 1-yard line. First and goal for the Broncos at the 1-yard line. Another hurry-up offensive formation, and Russell Wilson is going to get a touchdown on a 1-yard sneak. Six and a half minutes remain. 6 minutes and 28 seconds are left. Galloping Lake 6, as far as I know, he has not been playing. They've had Cameron Sutton out there and that one guy that we picked up from somebody else's practice squad. But as far as I know, Jerry Jacobs has not been out there much today. Yes, Gary, you are correct. CJ CD Deuce has been medically cleared to start practicing and is likely to start practicing next week. And chances are he will probably back to play for the Cowboys game. I do not see him playing for the Vikings game that we play on Christmas, but chances are he will most likely play against the Cowboys. So you are correct. CD Deuce has been cleared to practice. He probably will be playing in the Cowboys game. I do not see him likely playing against the Vikings because Dan Campbell said they wanted to get his feet back under him, get him back up to football shape. Anyway, we are now at a commercial break. Bobo, we are still up by 17 points, folks. We're still up by 3 scores. I don't think he's going to play next game, James. I don't see how he's going to play against Minnesota. He's going to get his first day of practice on Monday, and then he's going to get a chance to practice 3 or 4 times before the game. That's not going to be enough time to get ready to play. I don't see him practicing. I don't see him playing until against Dallas. At that point, he'll have had 2 weeks of practice. And then at that point, I think Dan Campbell will be comfortable enough letting him play. Because at this point, from what we heard from Dan Campbell, he was not comfortable with the idea of, allowing CD back until like the end of the month. So the fact that he is even medically cleared to practice is well ahead of Dan Campbell's time schedule, because he was thinking that freaking CD and freaking in Houston were going to come back at the exact same time. So as far as I'm concerned, the fact that you got CD Deuce back as quickly as he is, that's great, but I don't think he comes back until freaking the Dallas game. That's the earliest I could see him playing. And the Broncos are going to try an onside kick. They are not going to get it. Recovered by Malcolm Rodriguez. Going to start at the Denver 44-yard line. Lions ball at the 44-yard line. Yes, Raymond, Minnesota did lose in overtime. They are now 7-7, not 7-6. Mike, there's nothing new on Houston other than the fact that he is looking like he's getting closer and closer to coming back, but he has not been medically cleared yet to practice. The only one so far that has been cleared is CD Deuce. Goff under center, extra lineman. St. Brown in motion to the inner part of the line. Goff snaps the ball, hands it off to Montgomery. Montgomery is going to pick up about 2 yards and keep the clock running. It's going to be 2nd and 8 at Denver's 42-yard line. Second and 8 for the Lions. Goff under center. St. Brown moves in closer. Goff play action, rolls to the left, gets it to St. Brown. St. Brown is going to pick up a first down and more. Going to be a 10-yard gain. 1st and 10 for the Lions. Lions are continuing to put the ball in the air. They are not satisfied with what they've got. They want to score some more. Goff under center, single back formation. St. Brown in motion. Goff snaps it, hands it off to Montgomery. Montgomery is going to pick up another 5 yards, going to make it 2nd and 5. And the Broncos are going to call their second timeout at 4 minutes and 55 seconds. So 4 minutes and 55 seconds left in the game. 2nd and 5 for the Lions. And they're at the Denver 27. Goff under center. Goff snaps the ball, pitches it out to Gibbs. Gibbs is going to find a crease, and Gibbs is going to pick up about 10 yards. It's going to be another timeout for the Broncos. Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout with 4 minutes and 38 seconds left. So Lions are 1st and 10 inside the red zone, and they have 4.5 minutes left until the end of the game. If the Lions get another touchdown, this game is over. Goff under center. Goff snaps the ball, hands it off to Montgomery, left side. Montgomery is going to pick up another 2 yards down to the Denver 16. The Lions are just trying to milk the clock for as much as they can right now. If they play their cards right, they could probably get this all the way down to the 2-minute warning. Goff under center again. Goff hands the ball off to Montgomery again. Montgomery is going to power up for another 2 yards. Going to be 3rd and 6 at the Denver 14. So 3rd and 6 at the 14-yard line. And I already know the play that's coming up next. Lions are going to go out of the gun, hand the ball to Gibbs off the left end, and it's going to only pick up 4 out of the 6 yards. It's going to be 4th and 2 for the Lions. Goff hands it off, gives it to Gibbs. Gibbs bounces it, and again, only 4 yards. Going to be 4th and 2. So what do the Lions do? Do they go for it, or do they just kick the points and go up by a freaking 21 at this point? Sounds like the Lions fans are egging them on to go for it, and the Lions are going to call a timeout with 2 minutes and 26 seconds left, so they're going to run the clock down as much as they can, and then they're going to make a decision one way or the other to go for it on 4th and 2 or to freaking kick the field goal. Campbell's just waiting for that clock to run down as much as he possibly can. 2 minutes, 26 seconds left. Campbell calls a timeout. And now the Lions have 30 seconds to figure out what they want to do. Do they want to go for it on 4th and 2, or do they want to kick the field goal? It looks like Ben Johnson is wanting them to go for it. Campbell's endorsing it. So the Lions are going to go for it on 4th and 2 to extend the drive, keep the ball out of Denver's hands, and try and extend their lead by another 7 at the very least. So the Lions are being aggressive. Despite being up by 17, they will go for it. They also could, in theory, just be trying to draw them off sides. I don't know if that's the intent or not, but we'll see what happens one way or the other. Goff with his 5th passing touchdown. Goff on a touchdown to Sam Laporta. Goff 5 passing touchdowns on the night, 3 for Sam Laporta. I want to hear it. I want to hear it from Easy. I want to hear it from the Woodward heavyweights. I want to hear from every Goff hater, every SOL fan. Jared Goff is him. I'm just Jasher. Thank you. Appreciate it. Jared Goff with 5 passing touchdowns tonight. 5. That ties Jared Goff's career high in passing touchdowns. Goff on literal fire. 3 touchdown passes for Sam Laporta, 1 for St. Brown, 1 for Jahmyr Gibbs, and 5 total passing touchdowns for Jared Goff. Jared Goff having himself a night. Oh, I'm just going to say it right now. Who said Jared Goff sucked? Who said Jared Goff was a bum? Who said Jared Goff was mediocre? Who called me an idiot? Who said I didn't know football? Mm, mm, mm. Russell Wilson has been replaced by the backup, so the Broncos are admitting defeat. They're not even going to continue with their starting quarterback. So at that point, the Broncos have admitted defeat. They're not even going to try anymore. So at this point, I can just feel happy as a clam. Thomas, I'm just going to say this right now. That's the case for almost every quarterback. When a quarterback doesn't have good pass protection, they're almost always average. And with that, folks, I just checked this out. Jared Goff has now tied a record for the Detroit Lions. He has now tied a record with Matthew Stafford for most passing touchdowns in a game by a Detroit Lions quarterback. Think about that one, folks. The last time a Detroit Lions quarterback put 5 touchdowns up in a single game was by Matthew Stafford on Thanksgiving Day in 2015. So it has not been done by a quarterback for the Detroit Lions in almost a decade, and Jared Goff has done it tonight. First time that a Lions quarterback in almost 10 years has put up 5 touchdown passes. So Jared Goff has tied a record tonight, has tied a personal best, and has silenced the doubters once again. Broncos are just trying to end this game to get the hell out of Dodge. But think about this as well. The Lions have now also put up yet another 40-burger. Jay Vidium, good Lord. Hooker would have scored 45, eh? I would like to know how, considering every single time that we scored points, we scored touchdowns. So you're saying that Hooker would have put up another 3 points on a field goal? And with that, the Lions have beat the Broncos 42-17 with Jared Goff absolutely destroying the Denver Broncos with a 5-touchdown performance in which Jared Goff threw 24 completions to 34 attempts with 278 yards passing, 5 touchdowns with 134 passer rating. Jahmyr Gibbs finished the game with 11 rushes for 100 yards and 1 touchdown. Absolutely great game by the Lions, all. Absolutely great game. And the Lions have now got their first 10-game winning season since 2015, I believe. Yes, 2015. Oh, boy. I'm just going to say this right now. I feel good. Oh, boy. I cannot wait. For my chance to go after the SOL fans and Easy and the Woodward heavyweights because it is going to be epic. Oh, good Lord. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, 5 passing touchdowns. Oh, I just love it. Anyway, folks, with the game being done, it is now 11:30 at night. So I am going to end the stream because I have got work that I have got to do. So with that having been said, I'm going to thank everybody that showed up for the stream. Thank you all for your wonderful comments. Hopefully you guys liked it. Hopefully I got a like, a subscription. Thank you all for what you guys have done. You guys have been absolutely amazing. But with that having been said, I'm going to end it. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope you've had a great night. It was a great stream, great game. So with that being said, I'll see you all next time. One pride, and until next time.